Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Real quick, I want to talk about today is one of those days where I tend to take questions. Okay, I try to do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Simply go to my YouTube channel, which I hope most of you guys do. And by the way, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, I will make it real easy for you. I'll put a link right there. You can push it while you watch, actually, but today I'm taking questions. Like I say, we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna go to my comment section, look at some of the comments, and just pick a random question. And I'm gonna read the question, but if it get too technical, or if I think it's gonna be a super long technical question, I'll get to that one on the next video. But for right now, I need a quick video out, and I am gonna take some of the questions that I have not answered. Also keep in mind, from time to time, I tend to answer the question via video. Okay, I'm not a real good typer, and I don't really like typing things in because, as you know, you have to make sure your grammar is right and your typing is right and your spelling is right. Okay, because people will clown you. Okay, now that doesn't take away the fact that you should also make sure your grammar right when you're doing a video, because that's true too. But you're not under the constraint of making sure everything is spelled perfect and the sentence makes sense, because mechanics can talk. They talk in different languages sometimes. It's not up to par with normal society. Go figure. So what I'm gonna do is the questions that I deem can be answered via video. I'm gonna do that now. I'll probably take 2 or 3 questions. So I am on my YouTube channel. Normally I do an OBS screen or film what I'm talking about, but I need to get this done. See, we're already up to 2 minutes. So let me do it like this. Okay, there's a question from a young lady. JT, how often should you change your oil on the 3.6? Okay, that's one I can probably type in a good answer for her. I'm not gonna belittle. Keep in mind, I'm not gonna belittle anybody's questions. Okay, and there's no such thing to me as a dumb question. So ask what you may, or ask whatever you want to ask. Do not think I'm a laugh. No, I'm mature enough to know people have genuine concerns, about their cars, and I'm okay with that. I'm actually cool with that. So don't be afraid to ask whatever it is you want to ask. Okay, so always keep that in mind. But that particular question, I can answer that via typing in text. I can answer that via text. Okay, here's another one. What size tires am I? Now, the thing about she basically want to know. Okay, should her tires match? Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Now, I did a video on depending on your car's drivetrain. Okay, I did a video on I think that was a Journey. The customer had mismatched tires, and that Journey was equipped with all-wheel drive. Okay, it had a viscous coupling on it. Okay, now I had already replaced that. Matter of fact, without me getting more talking about it, I'm gonna link that video right here. Go watch that video. I explain the importance of making sure your tires are the right size and they're all the same size, especially if you have a 4-wheel drive, or you're driving a car that's equipped with all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive or anything like that. If you got a PTU, you got an all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive setup. At any rate, the tires have to be the same size. Okay, so without getting too deep into that on this video, check this video out right here. All right, I go into details on what went wrong on her end. If I'm not mistaken, I think she ruined the viscous coupling that I had put in previously. So I ain't heard no more about that car. I don't really know what the outcome on it. I guess they said fine. And I think that setup was all time. Some of them you can turn 4-wheel drive off and just use front-wheel drive or something like that. But I'm not sure that I can't remember, man. So I don't want to waste time on that topic. But okay, here's another question. Now this may prove this may carry the video out. She got a They telling her she need a head gasket. I assume it's a 3.6 because it's on a 14 minivan. They all got 3.6s in them. Because they had water in the oil. Okay. She's under the impression they telling her she need a head gasket. Ooh, $3,500 to repair. That must be to take the heads off and yeah, man. I talk about this a lot, man. Let me tell you something, man. If you think you got a head gasket failure, even thinking that doesn't justify taking the heads off a car and simply only putting head gaskets on it and then putting those same heads back on it, man. That 3.6 that she have in this minivan is aluminum cylinder heads, guys. So just merely taking the heads off, putting on new, even if the head gasket look blown, which I have never seen, by the way. I have yet to replace a cylinder head gasket for the purpose of being blown. Now, I'm not saying it don't happen or it can't happen, because sure it can. I'm just saying I have never done one, and I have done a bunch of these, a lot of these. Okay, so if you got water in your oil or oil mixing with your water, yes, coolant has found its way into the combustion system. Okay, now how did it get there is a whole different story. That's the part your mechanic gonna have to find out. It could have came through a cracked head, or depending on if the car overheat also. Now, she didn't say anything about it overheated. All right, let me tell you this. Let me say this. If this car didn't overheat and you have coolant mixed in with the oil, okay, naturally any mechanic will ding 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 need a head gasket. Yes, but that was back in the day. That's what I'm saying. This day and age, that's not always the case. So let me get back to my point. If this van wasn't overheating and you got coolant mixed in with the oil, you could very well have a ruptured oil filter adapter housing. Yes, I did a video on that also. In fact, I'm gonna pull some footage off that video to play to this. Man, it gets ugly, people. That oil filter adapter housing has a cooler built in with it. Coolant runs through that oil filter adapter housing. Okay, so if the internals of that housing ruptures, come apart, whatever you want to call it, and cause that coolant, it's a coolant hose that go to that housing. Yeah, I done replaced a bunch of those. If that internal organs of that thing rupture and coolant started mixing in with oil, yes, it will appear to look like a blown head gasket. Now, one of the dead giveaways of a blown head gasket is the car overheating. Not one time in your question did you mention that your car overheated. So if they seeing water in your oil, yes, they will have to check that oil filter adapter housing. Matter of fact, again, I'm finna pull this is my video, so I can pull some of my own video. First of all, I'm gonna link the video in question right here. Okay, now I'm finna pull some of the video, I'm gonna pull some of the footage off of there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up as we speak. Now I will OBS screenshot this so y'all can see what I'm seeing. Okay, matter of fact, I might just shut up a little bit and let y'all hear exactly what I'm saying. All right, we're gonna put it. All right, my screen is recording right now. Let me play some of this, put this right here in this middle spot. Y'all listen to this.
You gotta be extremely careful when dealing with these things. That's why it's not really advisable to repair these, because the early built model oil filter adapter housing was not made very well from the start. So the best bet is simply, you see all that? That's water inside the oil. That would fool you and trick you into thinking you have a blown head gasket.
Yes.
Now, along with that, you need to check the entire coolant system. So what I'm going to do right now is remove the thermostat housing.
I remember doing this video.
And as you can see, when I remove this housing, this coolant oil mixture has traveled throughout the cooling system, people. Yep. Look at that.
It took me a whole day to clean all that.
Not good at all. So
all that
that's why when you get a first sign
out of there
of your oil filter adapter housing leaking, you should go ahead and replace it right away before this happens. Okay, that is a warning. If it's leaking, replace it. Do not try to repair it.
As you can see from those images in that video, let me stop this right here. All right. So yes, have that guy. Matter of fact, if they haven't started or you haven't authorized any kind of repair, call them back. That's a shame. You have to call somebody back and tell them what to look for. Because let me say this one more time, Miss. Damn, I done changed screen. I don't know your name. Let me say this again. If your van wasn't overheating, it's highly unlikely that you have internal problems with the head gasket. That mixture of water and oil will trick people into thinking there's a blown head gasket, but you could easily have a ruptured oil filter adapter housing. All right, that's all I wanted to say on this particular video. Real good question. Thanks for asking. Thanks for watching. And I'm almost certain you already a subscriber because I invite you to ask questions on your van. So that's all I have, man. I'm gonna end this video right here. Thanks for watching. Comment and subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next video. Thanks for watching.